You hate micromanagement. Everyone hates micromanagement for a good reason. Most of the time, it's terrible for everyone. It makes productivity go down the drain. It makes people very unhappy, misery, and just in general not very well. And it's kind of limiting because with micromanagement you have one person that micromanages everyone else, and so their whole team's productivity is relying on one person. Now, this is a general concept. Micromanagement is bad, but sometimes it's not. And in this video, I'm going to go through why and when this is not a problem, and when you should actually apply it in some cases. And you can just kind of get this feeling, because like everyone did micromanagement, let's say 20 years ago, then it was so out of touch and everyone hated it so much that nobody is doing any kind of micromanagement. But sometimes it is really good for you to do this. So let's go to it. But before we do that, hit the subscribe button if you like this content and stay along. If you don't, like, go out and get some sun and some beef, and I will see you in the next one. But yeah, let's get to it. One of the places where I use micromanagement is when I'm hiring people. So when I hire people, I want to really fast evaluate how well people are performing and how they will be in our team. And so if I don't micromanage, then basically what I would do is just give them a task and then hope they'll figure it out. And then at the end of the day, I'll just check, okay, did they do it? Didn't they do it? Now, this is very, very hard to evaluate people fast. So what I do instead is I micromanage. And so I give them tasks and I try to go through everything they're doing. Like I'm on hands with everything. And so this is really, really nice, because then I can start testing how are they thinking, why are they thinking like that, what kind of questions do they ask me.
Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Just answer the damn question.
What kind of questions do they ask of the problem?
You just said what?
I did not say what. I said you.
That's what I'm asking you.
What I haven't thought about, because there's probably some questions they think about that I haven't even considered. Now, I can also easily figure out if they're good for the team. If they're not asking any questions, then it's very hard to figure this out. So I give them a task that is like, it's specified, and I'm micromanaging each of the steps in it, and then I see how they're doing. And I see what questions they do, what they come up with. And this is really good for testing people fast. And my hires speak for themselves, because most of the time they come up with a lot better solutions than I would to all of the tasks that we have at hand. And I can basically just relax and focus on what I need to focus on: management and marketing. So I don't have to think about this anymore. Why would you want to micromanage people when you hire them? Well, micromanagement is really good to evaluate how people are working. It's not very good to get stuff done, but when you are evaluating people and you want to see, should I hire this person? Or maybe you hire the person on a trial basis. That's what I often do. So I hire someone and say, hey, you have a week, show me what you got. Here is a task. I go through the task with them and I specify it really well, and I see how they perform. Now, this is really good because I can very fastly figure out how are they performing. Now, if I give them an open task, I tried this before, people will just fail, and you don't know why they failed. Did they fail because they didn't understand the system? Didn't you specify it properly enough? Didn't you do this or this or this? Like, it's so many different things, and you can't figure out how people are thinking. So instead, in the start, when I'm hiring people, I micromanage. And this is really good. But I tell people also, hey, I'm very hands-on in the start, but it's not how it's going to be. Like in the start, like I'm very hands-on. I'm giving you all the answers. I'm holding you in hands and getting you. I'm spending more time than just making the task myself. And I'm okay with that, because I know that then they can slowly grow into this role, or they can slowly start learning about these things. So this really helps a lot with when you hire junior personnel, because they might not know so much about the subject or how it's done or something like that. And it might not work so well if you're hiring very, very experienced people. But even with very well experienced people, you might consider doing a little bit of micromanagement. So I hope you like this. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.